Well, good morning, everybody. This is Luke the Vacuum Saver. How's everybody doing today? I've missed you all, and I'm hoping that you are having a wonderful day as I am. So first of all, I am off to college today right after this video. So I wanted to say a quick little thank you for all the support you've shown me and the channel over summer. It's been greatly appreciated, and on to bigger, better things for a little bit. And yes, Johnny, I'm taking great care of you. I got more natural dirt, and ever since I started doing that, I realized how good of an idea it is, because you could see if the vacuum's actually really doing what it's supposed to be doing. So I'm very, very, very excited to be adding this new little element to my channel, natural dirt pickup, to see what these vacuums are truly capable of. So, let's see, what episode is this already? I can't even remember. But first of all, take a look at the vacuum collection here. We've got a whole lot new ones in, and they are all cleaned up and ready for service at this time. So it's very fortunate and blessed that we have such talent that we can actually restore these back to their normal conditions. Now, I do have this Dirt Devil Royal MVP vacuum right here. Eventually that will be aired with some other vacuum of my choice when I get home from college. Within the next couple weeks or so, I'm going to have a long weekend and intend on getting another vacuum video out for all of you guys when I find another vacuum to do it with. So, yeah. So, this will be, I believe, episode 73 or 74 of Vacuum Saved. Today we're going to call this the True Blue Edition of Vacuum Saved. The True Blue Edition of Vacuum Saved. And, notice what brand they are. Yet again, Bissell. So, boy, I really look out for you guys. Because I know the brands you like, and I like them just as much. So, what do you say? And real quick before we begin, if this is your first video with me, my name is Luke. I restore these for people. I clean them out, and real quick, let's do an equipment show off. So this right here is my Bissell little green spot cleaner that I use to clean all the filters with these vacuums. This is my solution right here, Fabuloso Lemon Scent. Really, really, really good. And then I have a couple different assorted types of belts and bags for these machines as well, so that way, no matter what machine comes in the door next, I am ready for it. So, and yes, please go check out the shorts for the poor little powerforce compact right there. I did not post the Bissell Cleanview 2's episode yet, but I will be doing that very shortly. So thank you for your patience and understanding with that. Yeah, I'm really busy, guys. So, but you know what? I've got time to stop and give you guys another video. So, but I thought to myself, I'm going to be in college for a while, so why not give them what they want one last time before summer ends here. So, this will be the True Blue edition of Vacuum Saved, and this right here, what you're watching now, is the introduction. Then I will bring each machine out to the rug here, and we'll talk a little bit about it, how it was saved, and where it came from, and no, it wasn't Cotton Eye Joe, but, and then we will put them back in their respective locations. I'll fire them up for a test run, and we'll see who has a better restoration. Will it be the Bissell Powerforce Compact, the Cleanview Bagless 2, or will they be both? Put your yeses in the comment section down below. No cheating. Thank you. So, and also a quick moment of silence for what these vacuums went through in order to be saved by me. Thank you. And if you want to know how these vacuums are saved by me, go ahead and check out my YouTube shorts where I'll roll before and after pictures with some music of my choice. And I like to choose music that conveys emotion. So definitely think about that when you're watching the video today. So please and thank you. What do you say we go ahead and get started with a rundown of each machine? So over here on our left hand side, we haven't done the left for a while, so we're going to start with the left this week. Okay, the left hand side is a Bissell CleanView 2 Bagless Plus. A Bissell CleanView 2 Bagless Plus. Very nice and shiny and ready to go for today's video. Now keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I do restore these myself with my own equipment, own time, own money, own everything. And I'm actually going to start selling these on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp, one of those two. So please be on the lookout. No peeking at what's coming next, because it's a hot one. But I'll go ahead and let you have a moment of silence, and I'll run up and down this Bissell CleanView 2 for you. Okay. Now, over on our right-hand side is this beautiful blue little baby thing. Baby Bissell. Yep, we have a baby Bissell. This Bissell is a Bissell powerforce Compact 2112. I repeat, a Bissell powerforce Compact 2112. Oh, and this model number, the cleanview Bagless 2 Plus, cleanview 2 Bagless Plus rather, is a 3596. And this one is a 2112. Bissell powerforce Compact 2112, cleanview 2 Bagless Plus, with a model number of 3596. So, yeah, let's have a moment of silence, and I'll run up and down this one for you. And as I mentioned, if you are curious to see how each of these vacuums are saved in a little bit more detail, please go check out my YouTube shorts where I roll before and after pictures with music to show how these were restored. And that's why I do a moment of silence at the beginning of each video, because not only for my mental and emotional health, but it's crazy how these vacuums come to me. And now, real quick, before I get started with the cleanview Bagless 2 for its story time, I did have another short of this exact same vacuum on YouTube, but this is a different vacuum. My first one was a short to I'm Gonna Love You from Parma Lee, and that was a Bissell powerforce Compact 2112. That one had a missing cord hook, hose clip, and whatnot, but this one does not. This one is completely different. This one is the latest on my YouTube shorts. So, alright, that's enough of the jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and drag the Bissell CleanView 2 Bagless Plus to the floor. Shine her into the light a little bit. Tell you all about her. Oh, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this, cleaning supplies wise, this is my 16-gallon Craftsman 6 horsepower shop vac that I use to clean all my vacuums out with. And it does have a wet filter on it, so if I spray solution on the vacuum directly, I have a small crevice tool attachment, and I can just suck up all the dirty water. I don't have to worry about any streaks or the air compressor or anything. It's perfect. So, hello, you. Look at this handsome thing staring us in the face, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lukethevaccumsaver back at you with the True Blue edition of Vacuum Saved. I hope all of your summers have been going well. Mine certainly has, by doing what I love most, which is being of service to people, and this is one of the many ways that I do that. And if you know me personally, I am a community servant in a few more different ways, but I'm not going to discuss that here. It's a vacuum channel. So this is my bissell my bissell cleanview 2 bagless plus. Now, I got this from a duty driver at my fire department, and he said that he didn't want it anymore and that the suction was almost not there. But overall, I'm very, very grateful for this vacuum. It was pretty filthy when I picked it up, but you know what? That's the fun. I feel like the filthiest vacuums have the biggest glow-ups. Hint, hint. Check out YouTube Shorts. But, yeah, this one had a really, really nice glow-up for me. And, it does not have a working headlight, but it does have a working proper height adjustment, which I'm quite excited about. Because, you see, a problem with this, I'll show you a little design flaw, actually, ladies and gentlemen, is sometimes this knob right here can be so tight inside of a plate underneath the vacuum here. Whoops, there we go. Alright. Oh, just check out how clean that turned out. Oh my goodness. But anyhow, right under this plate right here is the height adjustment. And sometimes, if this plate is jammed up in there improperly, which thank God this one wasn't, but you have no idea how many vacuums I've had that have had that problem. That will affect how the vacuum's height adjustment will work, or if it doesn't work at all, that's not my fault. And sometimes that is very hard to fix, especially with bissell. Especially with bissell. And not just this older model, but the migraine-causing bissell 2191 series vacuums. That vacuum is great overall, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of ways that vacuum could improve. One of those is to have an easier to readjust height adjustment thing if you ever slammed this in by accident by slamming down the vacuum real hard or something like that. It just breaks the plastic and the thing won't turn. And that's all because of this right here. And I would show you if I could take the base plate off, but I don't have time for this video. But look at how clean this was. And it was all brown and just caked in dirt when I picked it up. Look at that. She is healthy. That's what I like to see. So that is the underbody of the bissell 3596 cleanview 2 bagless plus. So like I just explained that design flaw, but other than that, I actually did have one of these on the channel a very long time ago in Luke's Most Memorable. I think it was episode 2 or 3. Go check it out in the video section of YouTube, where I'll post these longer videos and things like in that nature. The YouTube shorts are in a category of their own. So, but I'm very grateful and very excited for this vacuum, and I can't wait to show you what it's got, because it's got a lot of power. And this one actually has some sentimental value to me, because this was one of the first vacuums that I did, except the one that I gave to my uncle who's now passed away. It was blue, and he needed a vacuum, and I gave it to him. And it was exactly identical to this model, but it was navy blue. And now, years and years and years and years and years after I gave him that vacuum, I finally got my own in return, and I don't think this one is going anywhere with me. So, this one is just going to be part of the family for a little bit, and I'm very happy to report that this is up and running properly. And I can't wait to show you what it's got, and I'm sure it's ready to run on the carpet too. As it's been a minute since it was able to run freely last, probably. So, but that makes my point the same, ladies and gentlemen. Please clean out your vacuums. If you've been seeing my before and after pictures, they're pretty disgusting. Oh my god, that Hoover wind tunnel Platinum right there, redefined disgusting. If you saw that YouTube shorts, you know how nasty that vacuum was. And also with that Shark Navigator NV130S4 over there, that was pretty awful too. But so I'm very happy to report that I have yet another Bissell CleanView 2 Bagless Plus. And that is story time for that unit. And I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Let me know in the comment sections what you think about these. And yeah, let's just keep improving and doing great things like this. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this will officially make vacuum. This one right here will make vacuum 366 that I've saved in the past 11 years. Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? This is Lukethevaccumsaver back with the True Blue edition of Vacuum Saved. I hope you all have been enjoying your summer, and this is my Bissell Powerforce Compact 2112. Now, let's talk for a minute. First of all, you may remember a while ago that I had a Bissell Powerforce Compact 2112 with the YouTube short titled, How Does a Little Vacuum Take in So Much Damage? No, this may be the exact same model number and color of that vacuum that I paired with Parmalee Music, but I promise you that this is a different vacuum. But it is the exact same as the other one. So I wanted to clarify that real quick. No, I did not change the track. This is a completely different unit, and as you saw, the pictures were way more disgusting than with the other Powerforce Compact. So, now, here is one thing that I'd like to show you, with these newer Bissells especially, and, not only does this one have that problem, but, it used to, but then I got it and repaired it, but, I want to show you a very common problem that I see with these, especially these newer vacuums. Okay, we'll look in this side right here. So, if you notice, right back here, that's where the brush roll sits, right? There's a plastic piece right here, and if you use the wrong belt for long enough, that plastic is going to melt, and that's just not going to be a good day for your vacuum or you. So, please and thank you for not doing that to your vacuum. That would be greatly appreciated by all of us vacuum savers. To use your proper belt, it doesn't take long. Just go on Google, look up Bissell Powerforce Compact 2112, and then if you ask for specifications, it will give you its filter type, its belt type, everything, and that's with almost every vacuum. Just do your research a little bit, and you'll keep your vacuum up and running happy for the next several years to come. And here is one other thing that I notice about these vacuums, and most people will agree with me that these are really awesome in general. So, but I want to show you where clogs are very prone to happen, and it is right here, and that's all because, you see, when you're sucking up a large amount of debris, normally the dirt goes right down here. Whoops, sorry about that. Dirt goes right down here, but if you're sucking up big chunks of dirt and putting this through an extreme mess test, essentially, it all gets caught right up here and prevents suction. I see it with almost every Powerforce Compact I get in the door. Now, there's that nice hose port now. Look at all this. It was completely all brown and black if you saw the YouTube shorts that I posted with this one. It was very sad to see it in the condition that it was. And let's check out this attractive filter in here. Oh man, look at that. All cleaned out and ready for service. So, now, keep in mind that this is a much newer vacuum, and And I think I know why it's so cheaply designed. And that's because they want to make it affordable for college students and stuff that don't really care if they have to go out at the beginning of each college semester and buy another vacuum. But when I restore them, they're completely back to normal and ready to go. So I'm very proud and happy to do what I do for all of you guys, and I can't thank you enough for showing all the support that you do to the channel. It is greatly appreciated and does not go unnoticed. So, that is my Bissell Powerforce Compact 2112. And it's been a great summer with you guys so far. And I hope you've really enjoyed the videos coming out to this channel. And I will certainly miss you when I'm up at college, but don't you worry, we'll be back with some more exciting content on breaks and everything, and I'll maybe start making Facebook posts. And also, new video coming this week. Not only this one, but I'm going to do a in front of the camera video and a very detailed explanation of what the channel is and how everything works. So, if you're looking forward to that, go ahead and drop a like in the comment sections down below. And just type the word vacuum if you wanna see that video happen. So, what do you say? It's time for a test run. This rug's starting to look like a bit of an eyesore, isn't it? So, let's test the Bissell 3596 first, the CleanView 2 Bagless Plus. As I said, I usually start on the right-hand side, but today, for some God knows what reason, I was just feeling that we should start on the left today. So we're going to start on the left with the Bissell CleanView 2 Bagless Plus. Alright. So let's get him all plugged in here. Alright. She's ready to go. So as I usually do, let's do a little test fire so that you hear what the vacuum sounds like after restoration. So, who's ready for the sound of a successful vacuum? Was that you said? Alright, well here comes the Bissell CleanView Bagless 2 in 3, 2, and 1. And one more time. Alright. Johnny, let's see some natural dirt pickup. What do you say? How about all of the other YouTube viewers here? Let's see what this thing's got. How about that? Let's find out together. Alright. Let's do this. One pass, and it got that all. Oops, sorry about that, folks. How about that for a restored vacuum? The rug is back in its glory days. Now, I got a competition. Let's see if the baby Bissell's got as much oomph as the big guy. We'll see. What's your guess? Let me know in the comment sections down below which of these do you think is going to win this competition. And no cheating at this point if you've watched the video up to this point. Just go ahead and say Lukethevaccumsaver on my comment section so I know that you've been actually watching these nice and fully. And I think they're actually worth watching and a lot of fun to watch. So, okay, that's that one. Now, let's move on along. And let's test a baby blue bissell. Something that the channel hasn't seen for quite some time. So, but you know what? Let's put him back in the house. Am I right? Alright, let's do this. Okay, just give me one moment here, folks, as I unwind this bungee cord on this vacuum. Okay, so let's give him a test and see what he sounds like. Alright, plug that guy in. Okay. Now I will warn you, ladies and gentlemen, this vacuum is in a little rough condition, but it's still one of God's vacuums that needed to be saved, so I figured why not show it on here for all of you. So, and this will be my first test with it ever since restoration, so we're going to find out together how good it does here. But this is a test fire in 3, 2, 1. And one more time on that. Okay, you guys ready? Let's have some fun. Here comes the Bissell Powerforce Compact 2112 in 3, 2, 1. Let's see what you got. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's getting something. I like this. Look at that. It actually got all that dirt. And how about that? That did pretty doggone good for its respective section. So, you know, what really surprises me right now, ladies and gentlemen, is that didn't do quite as good as I thought it would on the light debris. But the Cleanview Bagless 2 left a nearly spotless carpet. But that's what happens when you run a vacuum down to its bones like that. But you know what? It's going to get a little bit more work before I sell it, and then it'll be back to normal. But I think that's pretty doggone good for right now. So, and if you guys have enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, comment, and if you are interested in subscribing, please subscribe. And please and thank you very much for that. And there's a lot of content, ladies and gentlemen. So if you say that I didn't provide much content while I'm at college, well, you might be right that I might not make videos much when I'm in college, but I certainly have a lot of content to keep you entertained until I return. Alright, final thoughts on these two. They are both really, really good vacuums, as you saw, and with a little bit of tender loving care. It's incredible what these ones can do. And as we saw, the Bissell 2112 did very nicely on its respective section. As well as the Cleanview Bagless 2 Plus. So, this has been Luke the Vacuum Saver with the True Blue Edition. Thanks for watching.